Gardeners, we all know that healthy soil is the foundation of a thriving garden. But what if your plants are struggling despite your best efforts? The culprit might not be pests, lack of sunlight, or even watering issues. It could be your soil itself. When soil health declines, plants suffer and productivity plummets. The good news? You can turn things around with the right knowledge and techniques. Let's dive into 5 clear signs that your soil is unhealthy and exactly how to bring it back to life. Poor drainage or waterlogging. If water sits on the surface of your garden bed long after it rains, or if your plants constantly have soggy roots, you have a drainage problem. Compacted soil and excessive clay content are common culprits, suffocating plant roots and promoting rot. To fix this, start by aerating your soil. If you're dealing with clay-heavy soil, mix in organic matter like compost, aged manure, or leaf mold to improve structure and increase drainage. Raised beds and adding sand or perlite can also help if your area naturally retains too much water. Additionally, consider planting deep-rooted cover crops like daikon radish or clover to break up compacted layers over time. Crusty, hard, or compacted soil. When your soil feels like concrete and water barely soaks in, compaction is the problem. This happens due to foot traffic, heavy machinery, or lack of organic matter. Compacted soil prevents oxygen, water, and nutrients from reaching plant roots, leading to stunted growth and poor yields. Fixing compacted soil requires loosening it up without disrupting beneficial microbes. Avoid excessive tilling, as it can worsen the problem over time. Instead, add plenty of organic matter like compost, worm castings, or mulch to encourage a looser, more aerated structure. Deep-rooted plants such as comfrey or daikon radishes can naturally break up hard soil over time. Using a broad fork instead of a rototiller is another excellent method to improve aeration without damaging soil structure. 3. Lack of earthworms and beneficial soil life. Healthy soil is alive. If you dig into your garden and don't see earthworms, insects, or evidence of microbial life, your soil might be depleted. To restore life to your soil, add organic material like compost, aged manure, and mulch. Avoid synthetic chemical fertilizers and pesticides, as they can kill off beneficial organisms. Introducing compost tea, mycorrhizal fungi, and worm castings can accelerate the process of rebuilding a thriving soil ecosystem. If your soil is severely depleted, consider applying biochar, which provides a long-term habitat for microbes and helps retain nutrients. Yellowing leaves and nutrient deficiencies. If your plants have yellowing leaves, poor growth, or weak stems, they may not be getting the nutrients they need. Nutrient depletion happens when soil has been overworked or lacks the right balance of minerals. The first step to fixing this is performing a soil test. DIY kits or lab testing services can tell you which nutrients are missing. For nitrogen deficiency, adding compost alfalfa meal or fish emulsion can help. For phosphorus, bone meal or rock phosphate will improve root development. A lack of potassium, wood ash or kelp meal can restore balance. Another great way to replenish nutrients is by using green manure or cover crops like clover or vetch, which naturally fix nitrogen in the soil. Always rotate your crops to prevent specific nutrient depletion in one area. Over-fertilizing with synthetic products can cause more harm than good, leading to nutrient imbalances and runoff issues. So, organic amendments are always the best choice. Excessive weed growth or fungal issues. Weeds thrive in soil that is out of balance. If your garden is constantly overrun with aggressive weeds, it may be a sign that your soil lacks essential nutrients or has poor structure. Similarly, Fungal problems like powdery mildew or root rot can indicate excessive moisture retention and an unhealthy soil microbiome. To combat excessive weed growth, focus on soil improvement rather than just pulling weeds. Add mulch to suppress weed seeds while improving soil structure. If your garden is plagued with fungal diseases, improve airflow, reduce overwatering, and introduce beneficial fungi like trichoderma, which outcompete harmful pathogens. You can also brew aerated compost tea to increase the presence of beneficial microbes and fight off soil-borne diseases. Final thoughts. Reviving your soil for a thriving garden. If you've noticed any of these soil health problems in your garden, don't worry. Soil is resilient, and with the right care, it can bounce back stronger than ever. The key is consistent improvement, adding organic matter, avoiding chemicals that harm beneficial life, and fostering a balanced soil ecosystem. Healthy soil means healthy plants, bigger harvests, and a thriving garden that lasts for years. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to subscribe to Hydrohaven for more expert gardening tips, and share this video with fellow gardeners who might be struggling with their soil. Let's build healthier gardens together.